Learn color. Understand color harmonies. Choose better colors. If you really want to learn about color, then you have come to the right place. Think more creatively. It's time to think about color. Attention artists, art buyers, collectors, interior designers, get ready to explore the new colors of the new year 2025. Time is passing and the new year is on the way. You need to get ready now. I am excited about the colors of the year for 2025. Hint, think peach and blue. The color trends for 2025 are here. Pantone, the global color authority, has selected peach fuzz as the color of the year. Meanwhile, Sherwin-Williams has chosen future blue. Pantone calls it future dusk. This soft peachy hue blends pink and orange tones. Sherwin-Williams has chosen future blue, a calming and versatile blue, as their color of the year. Get ready to mix all these dynamic colors into beautiful blends and shades and tones for your artistic endeavors in 2025. It's time to think about color. This is Cheryl Johnson, and I'm so happy you're here. Please subscribe and leave some comments. I want to share with you color. I used to live in Hawaii, and the glorious sunsets are a perfect combination of these beautiful oranges, blues, and soft purple colors. A marvelous inspiration for mixing colors. Learn color. Understand color harmonies. Choose better colors. Artists, get ready for mixing color. Have you ever wondered how some artists are able to find the perfect colors that work every time? I'm obsessed with color. I'm an artist who uses color every day. But don't take my word for it. Let me show you. These are some of my paintings that I've created in oil. I call them my Secret Forest series, and I love mixing beautiful shades of color. I love oranges and yellows and warm colors and cool colors, and I love mixing colors. I want to share with you some of my tips and secrets. I started out my career mostly painting realism, figurative drawings, and stories. I found that this was an excellent way to learn how to mix colors, how to do gradations of colors, and how to capture detail. I've been painting for about 40 years, and I continue to go back to this style of painting. This painting was from my first one-woman show, and the story concept sold very well. People like the detail and the intimate feelings and the expression of emotion. I find that as my careers have advanced, I have moved continually slowly towards abstract. In fact, if you go with the crowdsourcing idea, in the other art fair show in Brooklyn, the bright colors were a great success. Now this is kind of a juggling act, but I thought I would share with you a couple of my secret forests because the color palette is so interesting. I tend to produce bright, vivid colors and enjoy the contrast of lights and darks. This painting is primarily composed of verticals and horizontals and is in vibrant colors in contrast to the painting, which is monochromatic. I also used oils, and I do like the blending of contrasting colors or following the color wheel from the yellows, the oranges, the reds, and then using contrast close by of the greens. This is another example that you will be able to see the amount of detail. Everything takes time. Building up the layers is the process that I find the most enjoyable. I also wanted to share with you some of my earlier works so that I could share the common elements in the paintings. This painting, if you were to look at it closely, is almost like an abstract work. Also understanding the composition, the movement, the light, the shadows, and the darks and the lights. It's very important as you create a painting, whether it's an abstract or a realist painting, that you consider balance and symmetry. This painting, the center of interest is coming to here. When you break up a painting into the quadrants, the center of interest will move to different areas. So actually you have two center of interest in this painting.
If you have not seen that video, I encourage you to go out to my playlist and see that particular lesson. There are so many lessons that I have out there on color and saturation and things that you will want to learn. So please peruse through the playlist. Let me share with you some of my tips and secrets. Ever wondered how a blank canvas can transform into a masterpiece? Let me show you the magic of color. Ever wondered how artists always seem to find the perfect color? The one that pops, the one that soothes, the one that entices, the one that's just right? It's not magic, and I'm going to teach you some secrets. Join me as I dive into the world of color and help you discover the secrets behind creating stunning hues from primary colors to secondary and tertiary. We'll explore the endless possibilities of the color wheel, mixing colors, and a whole lot more. Whether you're a seasoned artist or just starting out, this video will give you the tools and techniques to master color mixing. So grab your brushes, palettes, and paints, and let's get creative. In this video, you'll learn how to create harmonious color palettes, a little bit about the psychology of color and how it affects moods, and my tips and tricks for mixing color and how I use oil and acrylics. So if you are ready to unlock your inner artist, let's dive in. Let me share with you some of my thoughts about being an artist. Many people will meet me and say, "What do you do?" And I say, "I'm a painter." And they say, "You mean like painting houses?" And I say, "No, I paint paintings." And they say, "What kind?" And I say, "Mostly abstract." And they kind of grin. Maybe you have thought of painting abstract paintings. Well, let's first start thinking about color. Colors can be used to strengthen the composition of your painting. For example, you can use complementary colors to create contrast and visual interest, or you can use analogous colors to create a sense of harmony and unity. By carefully selecting colors, you can create a visual hierarchy with your paintings. Brighter, more saturated colors will naturally draw the viewer's eye, while softer, more muted colors can reduce or recede into the background. This helps you guide the viewer's focus and create a sense of depth. As an artist, when I am painting, I am constantly thinking in the back of my mind about what colors go well together. I create desired hues and values by adding darks or lights, and I use complementary colors to cause your eye to move. I may use complementary colors to create vibrant highlights or shadows, or I can place a small amount of a complementary color next to a primary color just to make it appear more vibrant. When mixing colors, be patient with yourself. While understanding color theory is helpful, the best way to learn color is mixing and through practice. Color mixing takes time. Don't get discouraged if your initial attempts aren't perfect. Let's talk a little bit more about color. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the color wheel and some basic formulas called color harmony. One of the secrets are color combinations, the colors that just look good together. Using color, you can create a certain mood, you can create impact, or really leave a person in awe when they walk by and see your painting. It's all up to you how you apply your color. Notice these paintings that I painted while living in Kauai. I put them on the same wall, and you will see how just the different painting can create different moods. So we want to learn how to use color to create mood. And when you don't use color harmony, your art can appear bland or boring and won't catch someone's attention. So let's start back at the beginning and talk some more about complementary, secondary, tertiary, analogous, and all the color combinations that you can make. I know there are so many colors, but we are taught that the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow, and you can mix all colors from these. When the primary colors are mixed together, they make the secondary colors. It's so much fun, and you can create so many colors. My most valuable resource is my color wheel. I encourage you to buy one. It will help you when you begin to mix colors. And I don't care if you've been painting for 30 or 40 years, a color wheel is an essential tool. I will leave you a link below in the description about a couple of color wheels that I really like. They can spin and show you even the colors you should mix in order to get another color. It's so cool and a wonderful tool you'll want to use every day. You can change the value of a color by mixing white or black or a complement. Let's talk about why you want to use a color in a certain way. Colors can be used to create a sense of movement and direct the viewer's eye around the painting. This can be done by using contrasting colors, creating a path of color that leads the eye from one place in the painting to another. Now, what you have, if you notice, you get all these gradation of values going from dark to light. So you can make your paints travel, make your eye travel anywhere you want by where you place the color. It amazes me that some artists can pick the perfect color combinations every time. But you know what? You can too, and I'm going to show you how. Let's learn how colors work well together and how you mix them. There are 4 main qualities of each color on our wheel. The 4 main qualities of color on the color wheel are hue. This refers to the specific color itself, such as red, blue, or yellow. It's the pure color without any added tints or shades. Value refers to the lightness or darkness of a color. Adding white to a color creates a tint, while adding black to a color creates a shade. Then there's intensity, also known as saturation or chroma. This refers to the purity or vividness of a color. A highly intense color is pure and vibrant, while a less intense color is muted or dull. And then most important is temperature. Temperature refers to the warmth or coolness of a color. Warm colors such as red, orange, and yellow evoke feelings of energy and excitement, while cool colors such as blue, green, and purple evoke feelings of calmness and serenity. What would be an example of hue? Well, that would be green, orange, yellow, blue, for example. Each of these is a hue. A color is a shade that is true, a pure pigment. Now, you have a rainbow, which is a melting of one color into another, from red to violet and all the shades in between. The word hue is a noun which means both a color and a shade of a color. For example, green is a hue and turquoise is a hue. So it is kind of difficult to understand, but when you think about what the meaning of a hue is, it's just a shade of a color. It's a true color normally. Normally on a color wheel, you'll see 12 main colors, but you can work with all the colors in between. Saturation, in the context of color, refers to the purity or intensity of a color. It's essentially how vivid or perhaps dull a color appears. A highly saturated color is pure and vibrant, like a primary color, like straight from the tube blue. A low saturated color is a muted or dull color, often achieved by mixing a color with its complement or gray. Now, that's why mixing is so important. Let's say you want to make a more saturated red. You want to make it more muted or dull. You would start with your base color of red, then add a little bit of the complement green. Then you would add a small amount more of pure red pigment. Continue mixing the two colors together until you reach the desired level of saturation, or a new shade of a color. Well, I don't want to blow up my skirt. Well, maybe I do. I really encourage you to go out to my YouTube channel and look at my playlist and see that I have so many different videos that will really help you learn about painting and color and so much more. Please look for the list and you will find videos that will help you in your artistic career. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cheryl Johnson. Pursue your passions and have more joy every day.